Good morning, children. Today in English, we are going to do the revision of chapter 3, that is Tine and the Faraway Mountain. In this, we will find a young girl who was strongly desiring to fulfill her dream. Now, let us see what was her dream. So, in the hills of Arunachal Pradesh, young Tini heard a wondrous call from a distance. So, in this story, we will find a girl whose name is Tini Mina, and she lived in the Mishmi Hills in Italy, which lies in Arunachal Pradesh. And that Arunachal Pradesh, you know that is in the northeast side of India. So, here this girl, she used to hear a wondrous call from a distance. That means she used to hear a voice which she was not able to understand from where it is coming. And she used to hear that this voice is coming from a distance. That means it was calling her, and that voice was coming from very far away. She heard it while she climbed trees. So when she used to climb the trees, she heard the voice, that wondrous call. Wherever she went, she used to hear that. She heard it when she ran through the jungle. The voice, it was going on when she was running through the jungle. At that time also, I told that in whatever she does, she hears the voice. She heard it when she spent long days lying under the sun. So she heard this voice when she was spending her days in the lying under the sun, enjoying the sun. Whooshoo, the sound went whooshoo. Now, the sound, it went like saying whooshoo, whooshoo, and she liked that sound. She enjoyed that sound. Tinny would smile. What a wonderful life. So Tinny, she used to think, oh, what a wonderful life I have here. But when her family moved to the closest big town, Rowing, Tinny's world turned upside down. But now what happened? Her family, it is going to another big town. Okay? And that is the town name is Rowing. Now her world turned upside down. That means everything has changed for her. Her life is not how she wanted. Tinny wanted to return to her mountains again. Tinny was not happy with her life in Rowing. She wanted to return back to the mountains, means to the Mishimi Hills again. She trust to school for 10 years. Now she went to school unwillingly. She did not like to go to school. She just unwillingly she went to school for 10 years continuously and completed her schooling, glancing wistfully at the mountains in the horizon. So she used to see that the mountains in the horizon, the far away. Do you know what is mountain horizon? Horizon is a place where the land and the sky meets, and those mountains were lying very far away, and she was looking at that, and she had a dream in herself, and she used to think about that all the time. When she finished her schooling, Tini applied to be a porter for army expeditions in the mountain. So after completing her schooling, what she did? She applied to be a porter. Now who are porter? Porter are the people, those who carry heavy loads. So now she is trying to become a porter. And for whom? For the army. And those who are working in the mountains. So, and what is expedition? Expedition is a long journey in which the people they learn something. So here she is going with the army people in the mountains to become a porter. She would have to carry heavy loads and walk long distances. Now what she used to do? She used to carry heavy loads of the people, means heavy loads in her back as you can see, and walk long distances. And she used to walk long distance carrying the heavy loads. Why she is doing this? To fulfill what she wants. Okay. Tini dressed as a boy and started to work. Now Tini is dressing herself as a boy. Why she is dressing as a boy? Because the girls, they are not allowed to become a porter. Okay? So she is becoming a boy and she wants to become the porter, carrying nearly 25 kilos of luggage every day. Now she is carrying 25 kilos of luggage every day and climbing the mountains high. When they realized that she was a girl, now what happened? First, the army people, they are not knowing that she is a girl. Okay? But what happens? After 1 week, they understood that this person is not a boy but a girl. Then what they did? They wanted to punish her, but they did not punish her. Why they did not punish her? Because she was the girl who was knowing all the route, all the way over there to the mountains. What she was doing? She was helping the army people to move on to the mountains and the nearby area because she was knowing about that area. She was living there and she was knowing about each and every route. So she helped them and the people, they were happy with her. After that, Tini soon became a coordinator. Now Tini is becoming a coordinator. Coordinator are those who help the people in doing any work. Now, on one of her expedition, she met Dr. Romeo Miti. Now, what happens? She has met Dr. Romeo Miti on one of her expedition. When she was on a journey, she had met Dr. Miti. And this Dr. Miti, Romeo Miti, he has recognized that Tini is having talent. Okay, she is inbuilt climber. He understood that this girl is going to do something great one day. And then Dr. Miti began training her as a mountain climber. Now he started to become his mentor. He started giving her training and he understood that one day she will become a good climber. So he started giving her the training. Wushu became a road now and climbing Mount Everest became her dream. Now, Wushu became a road now. That means, first what happened when this Tini, she had not seen the movie, okay, of the race for the Everest. Then she was not knowing that what is that mountain called. But what happens when she sees the movie The Race for the Everest, she understood that this is the place where I have to reach. Understood where which I have to climb one day. And that became a roar for her. That means that wushu, first it was slow, okay? But what happens afterwards, it is becoming more deep, more deeper and more deeper and more higher now. And her dream also is becoming more powerful and climbing Mount Everest became her dream. And then she made a dream that I am going to climb the Mount Everest one day. After months of preparation, Tini set out on her difficult climb. So she had prepared to climb the Mount Everest and she was preparing for many months. And then one day she started climbing. Tini could hear the wushu growing louder. Now she understood that the wushu sound is becoming louder in her. Why? Because now it has become her dream and she wants that I have to do what I want. Tini and her companion Sharing Sherpa managed to reach the final camp. So, what happens? They have to face difficulties in the beginning, but afterwards, what they did, they are managing to reach the final camp. Their camp, it was divided into four parts, okay, and they are reaching now the fourth part. That means the final camp. And then, after a lot of difficulties, they have climbed. When the wind blew the tent and supplies away. Now what happens when they are reaching their final tent, okay, final camp, then at last what happens? The wind, it has blown their tent and all the supplies which they have brought with them. Everything was blown away because the wind was blowing very hard over there, and they spent the night in a borrowed tent. Now they are spending the night in the borrowed tent. That means they are borrowing, they are asking one more tent from their companion, and in that they are spending their night. They were trying to climb, okay? They were trying to climb, but what happened? The wind was very hard, very strong, and they were not able to climb. When the wind on the mountain, when they were reaching, going one step further, what was happening? The wind was making them back two step. Again one step, again two step. And what happened? See, when they set for the final climb the next day, the wind shrieked and howled. Now see, when they are going for the final camp, what is happening? The wind shrieked and started howling, whispering dread into their ears and urging them to return. Now wind is blowing very hard, and it seems that they will not be able to reach the mountain. Okay, and it is the wind is blowing in such a way that it seems that the wind is telling them in their ears that go back, now you cannot climb, move back, go to your home, return downside. But Tinny could only hear the magical tune of wushu. But now what happened? Tinny did not bother about anything, did not think about anything. Only one thing is going in her mind. Okay, only one thing is going in her ear. That is the sound of wushu. Only wushu she could hear, and she is not bothered about any kind of difficulties which are coming on her way. Finally, at 10:45 a.m. on 9th May 2011, Tine submitted the Mount Everest. Now what happened? On 9th May 2011, at 10:45 a.m., she has reached the top of the Mount Everest. Okay, on the peak she has reached. She had faced lot of difficulties. She did not have the food to eat, only with the pack of noodles she is sharing with her friend, Sharing Sherpa. She did not, many other difficulties like the wind did not allow her to go up, but then also she did not bother about that. Nothing, no difficulty was trying to stop her from fulfilling her dream. So becoming the first woman from northeast of India to have done so. So Tini was the first woman from the northeast India to have submitted or have reached the Mount Everest first. So Tini Mina is the first woman, okay, from northeast India to reach the Mount Everest. And you have seen, children, how much difficulty she has faced, what she has done to fulfill her dream. So you should also try to do what you want to do, and for that you have to try very hard. She had found her far away mountain. So this was the far away mountain which was calling her from the distance. From the distance, this faraway mountain, it was calling her, and she has reached over there, okay, and has fulfilled. So, and was one with the sound that had called her all her life. So, all her life, this mountain has only called her that come, come, I am calling you, come here. And she has gone there, okay. So, if you have also any kind of dream, you should do a lot of hard work. Any difficulty comes in your way, what you should do? You should try to fight with those difficulties. If you want to become something, you should try hard for that. And all the difficulties should be removed by you only. Only you can do that work because it is your dream. Like Tine has done a lot of hard work. So thank you everyone. Have a good day and try to fulfill your dream. Bye.